going on, everybody? Thanks for joining. We're just going to be getting started here in just a minute. Hello, Bevan.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, my friend? Thanks for joining me.
No problem at all. Good to be here.
So, all right, I think, Anthony, you can just request whenever you get a chance. Let's just jump in here. So, first of all, thank you guys, everyone, for joining, and for everyone who's listening in here. So, this is going to be a recorded space. It'll be available on YouTube, my Twitter page, and my Discord as well, and the new plugin. So, thank you, D Hedge, for joining. I'm super excited to have you guys here. This might be the first DeFi hedge fund. So, one of the questions I always ask every single project is, what is D Hedge? I know it's a broad question, but I love to jump in with such a broad question like that.
So, D Hedge is, you probably heard as DeFi as a service. It first started getting shouted about a lot during the rebase models and the crappy BS node season. They all said their revenue streams were from DeFi as a service, and then you had nodes as a service with Strongblock. We are a true DeFi as a service. We diversify through the whole of DeFi, from LP farms, miners, validators, you name it, we go to them. If they pass our vetting, we will invest in them, and that they will return funds as a revenue stream to the treasury, then pays back out to investors. So it's zero Ponzi. Whether we have one investor or 10,000, it's the same method. We will always get revenue streams into the treasury, and they will always pay out. We're not just a DeFi as a service, or like your typical hedge fund, as you say. We also diversify into the real markets, from real estate, gold, old coins, gemstones. We will be diversifying through every premium type investment that you could think of, and we will just continue to grow and grow.
Awesome. Now, this is super exciting. So, can you tell me a little bit more about the team's background?
Yeah, so I've been in cryptocurrency space since around 24. Admittedly, I just dipped my toe in back then. Mid to late 2015 is when I really started to really take notice of, hang on, this space can do something, and this can go somewhere and change the world. So I really started getting involved, researching coins, investing in coins back then. Not so much passive income back then. That wasn't until around late 2017, 2018, when I started getting into the trading background. So I'd done all of my research, taught myself how to trade. For just over 2 years now, I've been a full-time trader and investor. So that's how I make my living. The rest of the team, we have Anthony, who's in here now. He's a real-world business owner, multi-million-pound businesses, from gyms to real estate, short-term lets, you name it. He's done it. He's got the experience there in the real world. Our CTO is head engineer for one of the biggest fintech companies in the world, especially Europe. And his background is very much in software development, and as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen better than him. I've seen some very quality developers in my time, but he just does things that just I've not seen. I can't fathom how he manages to work things out, and he does decentralized finance space for a very long time, and the cryptocurrency space. He's currently working for one of the largest L1 block. He's a product owner for one of the largest L1 blockchains. He's done multiple jobs within the DeFi space. So as you can see, we're all very experienced, not just in the business world, but within DeFi also. So we wanted to bring our skill set and experiences and bring something realistic to the space, rather than all of these BS claims that we'll give you 1% a day and just things that aren't sustainable. So yeah, that's us in a nutshell, really.
Awesome. So, I know you spoke a little bit about the team's background, and you guys are coming from all different fields. So, how does your unique experiences in different fields separate D Hedge from the pack of other DeFi protocols who often, in my experiences, don't have real business savvy teams or are coming from really successful people?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you could tell just from looking yourself and researching about us yourself, but you'll find that a lot of other teams, they'll have to outsource a lot of their work, whether it be the software development side, the marketing side, whatever it may be. It's normally outsourced to other people. we've managed to self-fund this whole thing from research stages through the building stages up to launch. It's all self-funded. Everything's built in-house from the community to all business documents, all legal documents. They're all able to be done in-house through our own experiences and our skill set within our different sectors.
Awesome. So now that you spoke a little bit about D Hedge and the team's background, can you speak a little bit about what makes the D Hedge protocol unique?
Yeah, of course. So a lot of people may say it's not unique, you're just offering returns, and yes, they would be right. The difference with us is we're not going to BS you. We're not going to lie to you and say we're going to give you the heavens. We're going to bring this to you, and you're going to be rich in a month, or in the next 12 months you'll be making $10,000 a day in passive income. Where straight up we are legitimately transparent. A lot of teams say this in the past, but they're not. If you look deeply enough, there's things that they hide, and there's ways that they find to get around that. So whilst our phase one business model has probably been touched upon by other companies and other teams, you'll find a lot of other teams will pick an avenue to go down for their investments. So you get people concentrated on miners, and they don't really vary from miners. They just improve on what they already have, and then they'll diversify through different miners. So Bitcoin miners, Cardano miners, Terra hashing, whatever, you name it, and they just stick to that avenue, and very little investing goes elsewhere. We are true diversification. And one thing about our business model that I would class as new for this space is a true diversification between DeFi and the real world. You get everyone saying, look, we're gonna invest in real estate, or we're gonna invest in gold, and it never actually transpires. Whether they keep saying we haven't got the funds yet, or whether they rug before it happens, or whatever happens, it just never comes to light, and it never happens. Their words never get carried through. Well, from the start, we are already invested in gold protocols. We are already invested in a real estate company. We are already invested in DeFi. What we say, we do. It's that simple and it's that clear. So I think that is the biggest thing about us, is the fact that we always carry through with what we say, and we're not just going to say things for the fun of it. Admittedly, going into phase two, we're bringing out something that's not being done in the space, but that's a different story. Our model now, as I said, has probably been similarly replicated elsewhere, but without the massive diversification and without the transparency and experience with the team.
Well, one thing I wanted to say is you don't have to reinvent. Not every project has to reinvent the wheel. You just have to do something that works and tweak it. And that's what you guys are doing by diversifying into real world assets and whatnot. So I know you guys are talking about your treasury. So do you guys have like a mock of like what allocation is going into different investments already? Like for example, like what X percentage is going into gold, X percentage is going into real estate, X is going into validators, etc.
Yeah, we do. So we have multiple mediums through our Medium account. If you haven't already, anybody that's interested, go and follow our Medium account. We always come out with regular mediums every time we branch out to a new place. Every time we have an update, we always bring a medium out to detail that. So we have a detailed description of where investments go and what percentage of allocations are going to each place in one of our mediums.
Nice. So it's one of the things that is interesting about the DHedge protocol is that you guys are offering NFTs. So what utility do the DHedge NFTs offer that other projects don't, and how does one get involved?
Yeah, so our current NFTs, they are our DAO collection. So there'll only ever be a maximum of 1,000 of this collection. Each holder of that NFT will make up the DAO and receive voting rights. They also give a boost to our main staking platform, which are the bonds, which are another NFT, anywhere between 2 and 5% boost, depending on the tier of NFT you hold. They also take part in profit sharing, which as a minimum is 5% of protocol profits, airdropped to each NFT holder quarterly. And then they also have access to the real estate company that I mentioned previously. So we will be running giveaways, etc., for people to be able to take advantage of the luxury resorts that are being built and we part own. Max wallet holders have the ability to get free completely paid family holidays. So that's quite a big perk. We have 2 other collections coming out that are being developed at the moment. So as I mentioned, the current collection is a max of 1,000 NFTs. We had quite a bit of feedback from community members that they'd like to get involved, but the current NFTs were outpricing a lot of people. They were a premium price, $550 for one. So we understood that the target market and our community were outpriced in the financial crisis all the way across the world at the moment. So we wanted to do something for the members that have supported us for a long time but not been able to buy. So we shut down the current NFT minting at 600. It's going to close. The new collection is going to be a collection of 5,000, and the way they will work is they are a baby version of our current collection. So our current collection focuses on the Gold Rush theme with miners, blokes, beards, cowboy hats, gold nuggets, you name it. They completely focused on the Gold Rush. These new NFTs are going to be a complete baby version. So it's literally going to be babies with cowboy hats, toy beards, gold nuggets. They're going to have a much lower entry. Depending on what phase you get in, it could be $60 up to $100, depending on what phase we are at that time. These new collection, you'll have the ability to be able to upgrade to a DAO. So you'd need to have 10 of the baby collection in your wallet, and then you can burn all of them 10 and receive a DAO NFT. So every utility for the baby collection is basically just under 10 times less than what the DAO NFT is. So it incentivizes burning to get up for a DAO NFT. But also, if you can't build a collection of that size, it still gives you the ability to take part in the passive income and to still get involved in the project. Then the third collection we have is going to be a collection of 50. It's a very small collection. It's reserved only for Max wallet holders and partners or other protocols. It will take advantage of 2.5% profit sharing, which will only be split between 50 NFTs. They give a 4% boost to a bond if somebody is staking in the main staking platform. And they've also got an affiliate link. So as another income stream, passive income stream, you can have your friends on Discord, community members, whoever, or you could even stake through your own link. You will receive a 5% throwback from anything that's staked through that link. So if somebody stakes $1,000 through your link, then you'll receive as a thank you, basically, for helping support the project, helping with the exposure, and getting people in.
No, that's a lot. So do you have a timeline for each of the individual projects dropping for everybody? Because that was a lot of information. And if you could break it down on the timeline and just break down the tiers one more time, just a little bit slower so for everybody could follow.
Yeah, so the DAO NFTs are currently being sold. I think we have 47 left to be minted before they close off, and there's no others being able to be direct minted anymore. They will only be available for burning the baby Gold Rush collection. As I said, that's currently in motion. It's going. The baby collection will be the next collection out. It's currently being developed. The design process is in full flow, should be finished within 2 or 3 weeks. And from there, we will attach the contracts then to the NFTs. And I'd say another 3 weeks after design process is finished, 3 weeks to a month after, we'll drop them then. But we will, 2 to 3 weeks before we launch them, we will give ample time. We'll run some giveaways, some competitions. We get a Zeely sprint going, get people some prizes, and just have some fun long before the collection actually launches. The collection of 50 will come up a little bit later. We want the main staking platform to be in full flow basically before launching them. So I'd say there's probably 6 weeks or 2 months until the small collection of 50. They are also under design process now and nearly finished, but we will wait a little bit longer just to launch them.
Awesome. So I know you spoke a little bit about before about your investments and everything. So how is DHedge profitable, and how does DHedge scale and become a super successful protocol?
Yeah, so DHedge is infinitely scalable. It's as soon as we have an investment, we invest, we return the returns to you. Obviously, the protocol then makes a small percentage as profit. All protocol profits get continue to grow our foundational investments. So miners, validators, real estate, we continue to grow and grow and grow. We are not reliant on new money. So if we were to have, let's say, $500,000 worth of investments after the first week and then never to get investments again, then we can continue to grow because our strategies are proven to give a certain return. We will still be able to return funds to investors, but we will also still be able to scale up with treasury profits. So the less money that is invested, obviously, the slower the growth will be, but it will not halt the growth. The growth will continue to keep growing and growing. It's just a matter of time, basically.
Do you have a percentage of like profits that are going to be reinvested into the protocol?
Yeah, so depending on protocol performance, our strategies in the bottom of the market and going down in the market are proven to return around a 40% minimum. So after we return an average of 17.3%, that includes the base rate of 15% plus the boosted bonds, which are boosted through the DAO NFTs. It's basically a 50-50 split. 50% goes into the treasury, 50% goes to return to the investors. From there's a 15% team allocation that goes to a team wallet. The team are not taking anything for minimum the first 12 months and possibly longer. Our core priority is to grow the company, and we won't win until everybody else wins. And then you've got the profit sharing then that gets distributed between the NFTs. That's a total base rate of 10% from the treasury profits. So after all of that is considered, the treasury gains around a 30% of the profits that are made.
Great. So are there any VCs involved with DHedge yet, or is that something that you're planning on doing as well?
That's a very interesting and good question. We have had VCs approach us. We've just finished talks with a VC, to be honest with you. It wasn't for us. They didn't want a large piece of equity, but I think we just are happy to grow ourselves. We don't want to be in debt to anyone. Currently, we have zero liabilities. As I said, it's all self-funded. The piece of the pie is all of ours and our users. And right now, we'd like to keep it that way. That's not saying that we may not get approached again in the future and maybe get a better offer and maybe be tempted. But as of now, we are very much VC free.
Okay, awesome. And just because you guys are VC funded, so that reminded me, can you speak a little bit about your LLC incorporated in the States?
Yeah, so a lot of people ask, why did we choose the United States? And it's a great question because the United States are probably the most against cryptocurrency and DeFi of any first world country. And the simple fact is legitimacy. So we're in touch with legal reps, and we know for a fact that our business model does not go against anything the SEC says. We honestly thought that launching in the USA wouldn't just be legitimacy for us, but it would be confidence for our users and our investors. There's so many projects that may actually be good. I'm not saying anything about their legitimacy or them as teams or them as companies, but they launch and register in maybe Dubai, say. And Dubai is infamous for being very hard to track down a team that's performed malicious actions within their cryptocurrency company. We didn't want investors and users to think, they've launched in Costa Rica or they've launched in Dubai because something's dodgy and they know we won't be able to get to them. If any member of the team was to do something that was not fully legit, then people can easily track every single member of the team, core team, from the USA LLC. So legitimacy and confidence for the users.
No, that's really great to hear, and that makes a lot of sense. So, with that, can you speak a little bit about the future roadmap plans for DHedge over the next coming 3 to 6 and 9 month plan?
Yeah, so I touched upon the NFTs. So they're going to be launching over the next 6 weeks, 2 months, the next collections. We will honestly, for the next 6 months, try and just grow our phase one as much as possible, whilst in the background building out our phase two. Our phase two model and designs have already been done. We already know what we're doing. I can't speak too much on it because it's not being done in the space, and nobody's doing anywhere close to what it is. And if I was to say, no doubt somebody with much more money than us would get 20 devs working on it and get it out before us. But whilst that's being designed, we will try and grow out our phase one as much as possible. We get in this space that people want to see action. People don't want to just hear you talk. So we may grow slowly in the next 6 months, 12 months. We will prove we're here to do what we say we do. And that, again, will give people confidence to come and explore what we are doing. And yeah, that's going to be our main first 12 months, is to grow out this thing as much as possible and just show people that they can have confidence in us and they can come and explore what we're doing.
Awesome. So, can you tease the mint dates one more time just so everybody can remember that before we get into some of our closing remarks and call some people from the audience up?
Yeah, so for the baby collection, well, first of all, let's go to the DAO collection that's currently running. There's around 47 left to mint until we get to 600. Once they are gone, they are gone. They'll never be available for direct mint ever again. So they offer the biggest utilities and the biggest perks. They're without a doubt our premium large collection. The baby collection will be coming in around a month or so. As I said, it's currently in design phase, nearly finished. There's a couple of weeks left to just iron out any little wrong details. And then the contracts and everything will be completed and they'll be tested and they'll be launched. And the collection of 50 will be a few weeks after that. So we'd be looking at around a month to 2 months for both collections to be completely completed and launched.
Great. So now I'm going to take the chance to call people from the audience up. There's Pac-Man, so let me add you as a speaker. Hello, Pac-Man. You are able to speak now.
Yo, Pac.
Did I raise my hand?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't want to come up?
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Oh, all good, man. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if anybody else has any questions for the team, please request and I will bring you up right now. Alrighty. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you for coming onto my channel. I think we did an excellent breakdown of the protocol, and I think you guys are bringing a really unique project to the space, and I'm really excited to be involved. I'm gonna mint a couple NFTs myself. I think this is a good community. Oh, we do have a question. NYC Crypto Investor. Hey, NYC Crypto Investor, how are you?
I just wanted to chime in real quick since no one else has any questions. As far as the contracts, the smart contracts are concerned, I didn't hear anything about security measures. Are you guys who are you guys being audited by? Do you guys want to provide any info on that or?
Hey, yeah, man, thanks for coming up. Yeah, we've had a full audit done by Secured Haven, who are partners of Assured DeFi. We also done our KYC through Assured. Our plan is after main launch to get a separate audit on all contracts. There's multiple companies that we're looking to go to, from Newman Cyber. There are obviously the bigger companies, but in our honest opinion, paying $60,000 and plus sometimes for multiple contracts is just a waste of money. There's plenty of legitimate services In the smaller companies, they have developers and testers that are just as good. So we will be exploring avenues within multiple other companies for after main launch to get all of the contracts a second full audit with a second opinion. We passed our initial audits 100%. There was only, I think, 2 minor problems that were fixed within about 15 minutes. We sent it back and they were completely fine. We also have, after main launch, an insurance pool running through Secured Haven. What that will entail is the team will put some protocol profits into a pool, and then users have the option to be able to go onto Secured Haven's website and take out insurance for a very minimal fee, like 0.05% a day. Part of the protocol profits from there will always recycle into the pool, so that pool will continuously grow. So it'll start off maybe not 100% backed for everybody, but the aim would be to grow the pool to a point where that will be the case and everyone will be fully backed. It will take time, but everything that's worth having takes time.
Thanks for sharing that. I've been in DeFi for a little while now, and security is definitely one of my priorities. So I'm very skeptical. I've seen a lot of rug pulls and exploits, and it's just really security over everything. But also, I know you guys mentioned that you have an LLC based out of the USA. Well, where are you guys located, if you don't mind me asking?
Myself, I'm UK. We have 2 members of the team in the USA and 1 in Canada.
And you said you guys can be verified through the LLC itself.
We are all named on the LLC, yes.
Okay, awesome. And one last question: what was the ROI for the baby collection?
So there's no actual fixed ROI. They gain a percentage of protocol profits. So where we're worth 500,000 at the end of the year, they'll have 2.5% of that. Or we're worth 100 million, they'll get 2.5% of that. It's completely profit sharing and then built up with extra perks, whether it be real world perks. We have an education platform on our Discord, which involves trading lessons once a month currently, but will be increasing as demand is increasing slightly. So we pay for that for everyone that owns one of our NFTs, and you get to take advantage of that for free. Along with that comes trading call channel and another calls channel, and any of our holders get access to them. So let's just use an example. If somebody was to buy one baby NFT, let's say mid-tier $80, you would get access to a trading channel that is normally $750 if you were to go and buy it yourself. You'll have access to that channel every month for that $80 for that NFT.
Okay, great. And that's a 5,000 mint, correct?
That's a 5,000 collection, correct. What will be happening with that is every time 10 burnt for a DAO, obviously the amount of NFTs are going to decrease. The end number will be 1,000 DAOs.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so your community mostly interacts via Discord or Telegram. What do you guys mostly operate?
Yeah, we're on Discord at the moment. We have got a Telegram channel that I haven't even started inviting people to yet. Most interactions and most of our user base is Discord. If it's something that people want for us to actually open up publicly a Telegram channel, then we can take that avenue, no problem. But currently it's just Discord.
Okay, all right. Beautiful. All right, man. Appreciate you taking the time out to answer my questions. And John, thanks for allowing me to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'd love to get together. I live close to NYC before I head out to LA, so I'll definitely be in touch in the DMs.
Yeah, man, definitely, brother. I look forward to it, brother. Peace.
Absolutely. See you.
Thanks for coming up, mate. Nice chatting to you.
All right, guys. So, yeah, what I was saying is basically to finish my thoughts is thank you guys for coming on. I think you guys did a really good job of breaking the protocol down and very explaining it to everybody, the roadmap and exactly how you're going to make profits and distribute it to the holders. And I think you guys did a great job. So if you guys have any closing remarks, please go ahead.
Yeah, just to follow up on a security question, I failed to mention that we are going to be fully cross-chain. It's always been part of our plan to be on every EVM chain The reason for that is because of the amount of bridge exploits that happen. Everyone's heard what's happened to multi-chain the last week or so. We wanted to avoid people needing to bridge. So we're launching on ARB on the 15th on Arbitrum. But very soon after that, as soon as we make sure that there's no little bugs, everything is smooth, everything is working right, we will be launching on every EVM chain. We'll make it a couple to a few a week so that people can get involved from any chain and you don't need to worry about bridging funds over. Other than that, I'd just like to say thanks for everyone that's come and listened. If you'd like to hear or know anything else, just come into the Discord. If you'd like me to open up a VC within the Discord and you've got more questions, feel free to ask me and I'll just get it started straight away. If not, just come and explore. Even if you don't invest, we've got a great community. It's loads of fun in the Discord. Just come say hi and generally just be part of something fun and legitimate.
Hey, Bev, let me speak here for a second. Apologize, my computer wasn't working. My phone works now. Thank you. You ran this well. And to go back on the LLC part, if anyone needs any more information, you can always head to our website or our link tree. It has all the information for us. LLC is based out of Wyoming. You can go research that. We were the 7th DAO to be established in Wyoming, so we're proud of that. But for the most part, no, well done, gents.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to everybody, and everybody have a great rest of your day. And thanks for everybody who's tuning in after. Have a good one.
Thanks, John.